Hello, all movie fans, and if you're a horror movie fan, and especially if you're a fan of the old Universal horrors, the monster pictures, the horror pictures in general, I want to rave about this brand new Blu-ray that's come out. It's a Universal film, but it's by the Scream Factory, and it's Murders in the Rue Morgue, an Edgar Allan Poe tale. Well, we all know when we watch Universal horrors, the Edgar Allan Poe films like The Black Cat and the Raven are not 100% Poe, but we love them because they're Universal, and we love them because they star people like Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. Now, I got to tell you before I talk too much about the Blu-ray, this film in particular, Murders in the Rue Morgue, released in 1932, it has never been a film I've liked much. Every time I decide to go through the cycle of rotation and start with Dracula and Frankenstein, The Mummy, and all those movies and go through every year or so, every time I get to this film, I'm always like cringing because I love Bela Lugosi and he is fantastic in the movie, but the movie itself is generally slow and dreary, I thought, and it it just doesn't really work for me most of the time until now. You think that can a sterling quality Blu-ray with a really crisp picture, the best this movie has ever looked, do you think it could make that much of a difference? For me, it has. I now have been able to enjoy this movie, and I can appreciate things that I didn't think much of visually, even. A lot of shadows, a lot of German expressionistic kind of uh, buildings and shapes and figures. Very, very well shot. And I never really noticed it before now. And now that I got this Blu ray, it really jumps out at you. And it really sold the picture for me. And it will never be one of my favorites, but I really found I can enjoy this movie now. And Lugosi is absolutely fantastic. If you're a Lugosi fan, every time he's on screen, he's just mesmerizing and a joy to watch. So I can recommend the movie just for that alone. Now, also with this wonderful Scream Factory release, you have not one but two audio commentary tracks on here, both by experts, historians who know their stuff. One of them being Gary Don Rhodes, who is really, really a Lugosi fanatic and uh, an authority on the subject of Bela, and he's done several books. And on the second track, you have Gregory Mank, one of my all-time favorite authors and commentators, and he's just fabulous. He has a book, Karloff and Lugosi, a haunting collaboration, I think it's called. And these men do not disappoint. So that's an extra bonus here for this particular release. Now, as I say, if you're a Universal fan or a Bela Lugosi fan, you have to get this. I mean, I don't usually rave about a Blu-ray this much. It looks like it was made yesterday. It has never looked this good. Okay, just fabulous. So you have to get it. If you think you're going to make do with whatever copy you have, maybe the early DVD that came out from the old, really old now Lugosi collection, which actually they had some faulty discs in there. They crammed a lot of movies onto one disc, and they've been known to have issues over time. Do yourself a favor and get this. If you love the movie, no excuses. You have to have this disc. And even if you're not wild about the movie, as I never had been, now I kind of can get through it and enjoy it somewhat. It's never going to be a favorite, but I really am able to enjoy it quite a bit now. So, Murders in the Rue Morgue, beautiful new release on Blu ray. Get it.